Zarathustra looked at the people and was filled with wonder. Then he spoke. Humanity is like a rope stretched between the animal and the Overman. A rope dangling over an abyss. It's a dangerous crossing, a risky journey, a perilous glance backward, and a trembling pause in the middle. What's great about humans is that they are a bridge, not an end. What's admirable is that they are a transition, a descent, and a rising. I love those who live only to go beyond themselves, for they are the ones who truly transcend. I love the ones who deeply despise, because their scorn is rooted in love. They're like arrows shot toward a better world. I love those who don't need a heavenly reason to sacrifice themselves, but offer themselves to the earth, so the Overman might one day walk it. I love the one who seeks knowledge so the Overman may live, and in doing so, he walks his own path of descent. I love the builder and the innovator who prepares the world, its soil, animals, and plants, for the Overman. He, too, walks the path of descent. I love the one whose virtue is his passion, for virtue is a longing to descend, a bow drawn to release. I love the one who gives everything to his virtue, keeping no part of his spirit for himself. He crosses the bridge like a soul made of virtue alone. I love the one who makes virtue his destiny, who is willing to live or die for it. I love the one who doesn't chase after too many virtues. One strong virtue is better than several, for it is a firm knot to anchor one's fate. I love the generous soul who expects no reward and gives freely, always giving, never hoarding. I love the one who feels guilty when luck favors him, who asks, "Have I cheated?" because he's ready to surrender. I love the one whose words are gold, but whose actions are greater, for he walks the downward path to something higher. I love the one who redeems both the past and the future, who is willing to perish for the sake of the present. I love the one who challenges his God out of love, for he is willing to be broken by that love. I love the one whose soul is deep, even when wounded, who may fall over a small matter and still walks the bridge willingly. I love the one whose soul is so full he forgets himself, and all things flow through him as he goes downward. I love the free spirit with a free heart. His thoughts arise from his gut, but it's his heart that brings him down. I love all who are like heavy drops falling from a dark cloud that hovers over mankind. They announce the lightning and fall as messengers. Look, I am such a messenger, a drop from the cloud. But the lightning is the Overman. After saying this, Zarathustra looked again at the people and fell silent. Then he said to his heart, "They just stand there laughing. They don't understand me. My words don't fit their ears. Do I have to hit them in the ears so they'll learn to hear with their eyes? Must I shout like a street preacher? Or do they only listen to those who mumble? They're proud of something, but what is it they're proud of? Ah, yes, they call it culture. It's what makes them feel superior to goat herders. That's why they hate to hear anything that might sound like contempt. So I'll talk to their pride instead. I'll show them the most pitiful thing of all, the last man." Zarathustra spoke to the crowd. It's time for humanity to aim higher, to plant the seed of its greatest hope. The earth is still rich enough to grow it. But one day, the soil will be barren, and no great tree will grow there. A time is coming when people will stop reaching beyond themselves, when the bow of their longing will go slack. I say this to you. You must still have chaos inside to give birth to a dancing star. You still have that chaos within you. But a time is coming when no stars will be born. A time when humanity will no longer even despise itself. Behold, I give you the last man. What is love? What is creation? What is longing? What is a star? Asks the last man and blinks. The world has become small, and so has he. He hops about, making everything small. Like a flea, impossible to kill. He survives longer than anyone. We've found happiness, say the last men, blinking. They've left behind all hardship. They just want comfort. They still rub up against each other and call it love, because warmth is all they need. They think illness and distrust are sins. They walk carefully. Only fools trip over rocks or other people. A little poison now and then. That gives nice dreams. A big dose in the end. For a smooth, painless death. They still work, but only to pass the time. They avoid anything that might hurt. No one's rich. No one's poor. That would be too much effort. No one rules. No one obeys. Too much stress either way. No shepherd. Just one big herd. Everyone wants the same. Whoever thinks differently is seen as crazy and locked away. The world was once mad, say the cleverest of them, and blink. They're smart and know everything that's happened. So they mock it all. People still argue, but not for long. Disagreement gives them indigestion. They have their little daytime pleasures and their little nighttime pleasures, but always with an eye on their health. We've found happiness, they say, and blink. Zarathustra's first sermon ended here, interrupted by laughter and cheering. "Give us this last man, O Zarathustra," they shouted. "Make us into these last men. Then we'll give you the Overman." The crowd roared with joy and smacked their lips. But Zarathustra grew sad. "They don't understand me," he thought. "My words don't reach them. Maybe I've spent too long in the mountains, listening to the trees and streams. Now I speak like a goat herd. My soul is calm and clear, like a mountain morning. But they think I'm cold, a joker with cruel jokes. They laugh at me. And in their laughter, there's hatred. There's ice in their laughter." Then something happened that silenced the crowd. A tightrope walker had begun his performance, stepping out onto a rope stretched between two towers over the marketplace. The people turned to watch. When he was halfway across, another door opened. Out came a brightly dressed fool who ran after him, shouting, "Move it, slowpoke! Get off the rope, clown face! You're blocking the way for someone better than you!" Word by word, he got closer and closer, until finally, with a shriek like a demon, he leapt over the man ahead of him. In that moment, the rope walker panicked. He lost his balance, threw away his pole, and tumbled through the air, arms and legs flailing, faster than his stick. The crowd scattered in horror as his body plummeted. But Zarathustra stayed still. The man crashed down near him, mangled but not yet dead. After a moment, the man opened his eyes and saw Zarathustra kneeling beside him. "What are you doing?" he asked. "I always knew the devil would trip me. Now he's dragging me to hell. Are you here to stop him?" Zarathustra said gently, "I swear, friend, there is no devil and no hell. Your soul will die even before your body does. So fear nothing anymore." The man looked at him doubtfully. "If you're telling the truth, then I'm not really losing anything. My life wasn't much. Just a dancing animal, trained with beatings and scraps." "Not at all," said Zarathustra. "You made danger your life's work, and that's something noble. Now you're dying for it. I will bury you with my own hands." The dying man didn't speak again, but reached out as if to take Zarathustra's hand in thanks.